Alright guys, we're here. This is Riv, casting a Shurima division match between the Fiesta Fathers and Cloud 10. I'm joined by Monty. You want to say what's up?
Hey, I'm Monte Carlo Method. I'm the jungler for this team in the Piltover maybe division. Why am I struggling with this right now? Yeah, happy President's Day, everybody. We're happy to be here with you tonight.
For sure, yeah. So we're gonna break down the teams quick, and then we're gonna hop right into Champ Select. So from the Fiesta Fathers, we have Cheese Blaze in the top lane. Plays a lot of carry champions. I remember this last year. I remember specifically him running away with a Fiora game against us. So he's always got that in his pocket. In the jungle, we got ZZ Dog. I'm not really sure what champions he's been picking up lately, but you know, a lot of early carries are pretty popular right now in the jungler, or in the jungle. In the mid lane, we have Nicky Might. Some pretty popular picks in Seal coming out here. Zillion, Silas, Orianna, just standard mages and whatnot. For AD carry, we have Frostbite. It looks like he's been picking up the new Aphelios and some Ashe, and there's some control crit AD carries to go with that. And in support, we got Justin. Looking at a lot of looks like Pike here, Thresh. So looking for those hooks in the bot lane. And that's the Fiesta Fathers, and that's our lineup coming in.
Could be a Fiesta. On the other side, we have Cloud 10. That's XX Dragons, AK47XX is their top laner. He doesn't ward. Yeah, he just doesn't ward because the jungler is going to be top 24/7, and so he doesn't ward. His word's not mine. In the jungle, they've got Unforgiven. Looks like he plays a lot of my favorite champions, a lot of Zac and Vi, and I'm not so much of a fan of J4, and I don't think Yasuo belongs in the jungle, but we're not sure. Potato Ari's got their mid lane covered. I guess we're just gonna have to see what he's gonna play for us.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to be too revealing there. Sivori is their AD carry. Looks like he plays a lot of hyper carries: Twitch, Vayne, Trist. Graves, that'd be interesting. It'd be kind of fun to see Graves brought back down to the bot lane. And then their support, Spanish teacher, plays Bard.
I want to see a Bard.
I would love to see a Bard.
I'm excited.
I subbed for Avatars of Runeterra last night, and Idocles brought out his Bard in game 2. It was a riot. Absolutely love playing with Bard.
Yeah,
I don't like playing with Bard when the chips are down, when the life is on the line, but it's.
I feel you on that.
But I like playing with Bard.
He's got the Bard icon. I was actually listening to the dive the other day. I don't know if you guys listened to that podcast with the casters from the LCS, but Azale was talking about like tank Bard support apparently, and like just kind of like just be annoying and like never die.
Tank Bard sounds truly obnoxious.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I wonder. I'll have to talk to a Spanish teacher after the game if he plays it. See how that's a pick. But we're gonna get into champion select soon. We just need the pro draft links, and then pop that up.
Yeah, I've just got it picked up now. It looks like we're ready to go. I've got R's all around.
Yeah.
All right, and there is the kickoff. First bans will be coming over from the Fiesta Fathers. That's Senna out first. I'd be interested in seeing the Senna pick ban ratio in this season of Steel. It seems like it's just been very high.
Since coming through the nerfs, though, you're starting to see it really only in the support role, which is fine.
Yeah, I guess she was picked a lot as AD carry early. I'd love to see how much she goes forward with that. A lot of supports out so far. Senna, Leona, Pike, Zillion. That's 4 supports in the first 6 bans. That's pretty impressive.
And there's that Fiora ban coming out. Standard Ornn, this is a great first pick. There's really nothing. It's just reliable engage. Great first pick on the side of Fiesta.
Reliable engage, and then another extra 6,000 gold in stats for your team at level 18.
Great champion. And a pretty decent pick to go along. It goes a little bit even. I mean, it can swing both ways, but pretty good safe pick with the Alawi.
Interesting to see top laners picked first there. Although I guess as soon as Orange is picked, then you're free to counter. All right, we've got ourselves a Bard game. This is exciting.
Yeah. So Prio, he's seen the Leona ban, so I guess they don't really care about the Bard.
Looks like Fiesta Fathers might be answering with a jungler here with Karthus.
Could be mid. Could be mid lane.
Mid.
Boom. Okay. So that's a flex pick. The Karthus could be mid. Could be jungle.
Lulu's a flex pick too. If you really want to, you can play her AD carry.
Or mid. I play mid. It's pretty annoying and does actually a lot of damage. People really don't underestimate her, actually, or they do underestimate.
True. For all of you at home, please don't be playing AD carry Lulu.
Yeah, don't do that. That's troll. CasualEAL picked up really good in the meta right now, especially with that new Nimbus Cloak or whatever rune with sorcery. Like, it's just busted because you use your W summoner spells and it still gives you the movement speed, which is broken.
Oh, I didn't know that. That does proc off her W? That's
busted.
As if W wasn't strong enough already.
Yeah.
Second rounds of ban sees Echo. Echo's an interesting ban because he's played in the jungle so much recently. It makes me think that C10 thinks that Fiesta Fathers is taking Karthus mid.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a Karthus mid here, but still a good Echo. Echo's still a decent ban, and I just feel like Dark Harvest Echo, even with the nerfs, is still viable.
Oh, I ban him 100%.
Yeah.
My least favorite champion to play against. Interesting. So jungler, looks like jungle and AD carry are the two champions that will be picked up last round by both teams, and so we can see junglers being banned out, Echo on the side of C10, like we just said, and then Fiesta Fathers getting rid of Vi. C10 going back and then taking out an AD carry, Kog'Maw, and let's see if Fiesta Fathers mirrors that. No.
They ban out the Kog'Maw, which I actually think is really smart, because Kog is like so hard to play against, so you're probably going to see a hyper carry come out here. If I was C10, I'd honestly pick one, like, just to deny. Like, force on the Twitch or force on the Bane or something.
Yeah. Nobody really likes facing a Cog Lulu.
They're going to save counter pick or the ADC pick for last.
Interesting strategy.
Yeah, okay. This is good. I wonder what jungler they're going to pick here. I'd be jungler. Still flexing with Karthus, but... this pick's super important because it's gonna. This pick can make or break their draft. If they pick the wrong champion here, I see like in draft just such a significant advantage. Okay, Rek'Sai's good. I think another frontline champion. You're bound. I mean, it's a pretty good pick here. I can't really.
I think there's actually going to be a lot of pressure on Rek'Sai early because she's such an early game champion, and you're playing alongside of 4 late game champions. Karthus doesn't do a whole lot until he's got level 11. Ornn doesn't really want to do a whole lot until he's 13. Twitch needs a couple items. Lulu needs a couple items, and so there's going to be a lot of pressure on Rek'Sai to basically carry the early game here.
Well, I think that it was important to take an early game champion with all the scaling they have. They need a little bit of something, a little bit of mid game power.
Something to kind of bring you over that early hump.
But they're gonna lock the Lucian here, and this bot lane is gonna probably just dummy the Twitch.
Lucian Bard does a lot of damage early.
Very aggressive lane. I'm probably calling my Rek'Sai to just sit here at this point and babysit because the Wrath will be swift from Lucian Bard.
Yeah, electrocute Bard and then full combo Lucian, and there's really no answering that. Either Lulu or Twitch is buried by that. Yeah,
so if we're just looking at the drafts here, Honestly, I see like it's pretty even, depending on where the leads go and depending on what lanes that you can see either side winning. In my opinion, at least, I know if the rec side plays properly around his bot lane, making sure they don't too far behind. If they can get to the point where the Twitch doesn't get too far behind, you can see it just one-shotting right through the back line with the jar. So, um,
The other thing to think about here is what each of these teams really wants to do. Fiesta Fathers have drafted a 5v5 team fight composition, and C10 has drafted more of a pick and or split push, I would say. I could see very easily Alawi going to a lane and then dropping into a 4-1, or them roaming around together and looking for the pick with the Zoe bubble, or with the Zac engage, or with the Alawi E, or with the Bard R. They've got a lot of tools to just take one person out of the fight and turn that 5v5 into a 5v4. And it'll be up to Fiesta Fathers, I think, not to put themselves in a position to get caught, but if one of them is picked or slowed, or if one of them is engaged on, them turning and fighting that as a team rather than, leaving that one guy to get caught and killed and then being forced into the 5v4.
Yeah, I guess one thing that I'm really seeing right now with my when I just look at the drafts and I'm in my head just playing out these fights. If the Twitch can get a big ult off and even just get a little the back line low, the Karthus can come in late game with the ult and just finish it off. You know what I mean? It's a pretty nasty combination. So I guess pretty much what we're saying is I think C10 needs to get a huge advantage early, and if they can snowball their leads, I think that with Zoe, I think Zoe will beat Karthus honestly heavily, and their bot lane wins too. So you have winning lanes at every lane. Alawi beats Ornn too, right? Just barely, it's even. You have 3 winning lanes. So if you can really snowball this lead and not let anything go to Fiesta Fathers, I do see a world where they just get steamrolled. But if it goes late and the game stays relatively even, I can just see team fights where the Twitch just unloads and Karthus just finishes them off with the ultimate. So we'll see how this one plays out. We'll see how they can just stop the bleeding for a few minutes and get to the late game.
Alright, so there it is. Fiesta Fathers, what do they have to do? Survive. C10, what do they have to do? Snowball. Looks like we finished up the actual pick ban inside client, and then teams are locking in summoners now. I believe it was 20 seconds for them to have finished their swaps.
It will still swap, they swapped before that, it show now. But I think they're gonna sit on this, so
yeah, we weren't expecting any, I think.
Yeah, so pretty standard here. I actually don't mind the barrier on Zoe. I think it's all right here into Karthus and Twitch. If she wants to survive initial damage, barrier on Zoe's pretty all right, pretty good.
Right, it lets her play relatively safe. I also think that people take, or I also think that it's a decent thing to take barrier on Zoe, just because she has all the summoners in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to take one to have just to survive, you have that luxury, because you can very easily pick up a combat summoner from a minion with a balloon.
Yeah, for sure.
Karthus with the early teleport would be interesting here. Sometimes what you'll want to do with some of these mid laners, like Karthus or Rise, is to just get enough to get your tier, farm enough to get your tier back, and then TP back to lane and start stacking that. So it'll be interesting to see if he's using this intentionally as a way to just
100%.
get himself an early tier, or if he's afraid of getting killed and just wants the easy back.
No, he's 100% using it to get to the early. You want to start stacking that. Karthus, a late game champion, doesn't have much to offer in the early game. 100% want to start stacking your tier, just clearing waves. Can keep and has the teleport to eventually side lane. TPs on mids is I just feel every single time I take teleport on a mid, I'm so much more ahead in levels because I can just be everywhere on the map at all points, always farming and always be have a potential to be around your team. So yeah, he's like I said, they're gonna look for scaling. They just want farm. They just want to get big, get levels, and get to that late game.
Both Lulu and Bard going for the ignite in lane. I guess that's no real surprise. I haven't actually seen a lot of exhausts come out from supports or anyone really for maybe 6 months or so. I don't remember actually the last time that I was consistently seeing exhaust.
If I'm a mid laner, but if I'm playing support, like, and they have like a jungler that's potentially like really scary, like I don't know, like a Rengar or like Lee Sin or a Vi or something, like I will take exhaust for that. But I think that the ignite's pretty smart here on the side of the Lulu, at least with healing with the Zac Bloblets and Alawi whatever regeneration.
That's true. She is their only opportunity to get an ignite on that team.
Yeah.
With Aura and Karthus both taking teleport.
I'm sure that the Twitch eventually will have to get for to kill the Zac. I mean, honestly, when I'm looking at these drafts, one of the biggest worrying trends I'm looking at is that it's Karthus Twitch that have no escapes into a Zac. Like we're just gonna fly in from like all points and get on these carries like relatively easily.
Right, so it'll be up to Twitch just to never be seen.
Or I'm pretty sure if Lulu can like cancel like Zaki like with if she like times her ultimate properly. I don't know if
She
that's
can, yes.
yeah. So
Zac can be knocked up, knocked back out of his E. A good Darius can hook him out.
Yeah.
A Thresh can flay him out. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to see a Lulu R somebody out or R him out of somebody, but it's possible. Dark Harvest on Zoe, so she's
that's what I was just gonna say. You know, I guess I understand it too. The barrier. If you run ignite, I think it's really important to take electrocute because you can proc it with one of your like missiles that you get from proccing summoners. And you can also proc it with ignite straight up. So, I think that she's looking for poke, and she's looking. She's not looking to get kills in lane because she's running the barrier. So maybe Dark Harvest was the move. I've never run it, so I don't know.
Do you play much, Joey?
Oh, I do, yeah.
It's one of the few champions that I haven't put more than 1 or 2 games on. I think there was a challenge to play her in the jungle or something when she first came out, so I did that one.
Really?
It was awful. I fed horribly. I got the challenge, though.
Alright, so team's gonna just walk up fountain here. I'm 18. You're at 18? Everyone at 18?
Looks like we're in sync. Both teams going to fan out here. Nobody looking for the engage, which I think is correct. You don't really want to engage into a Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai knows exactly where you are all the time. So in spite of them having a potentially better early game, there's no real way to invade into Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Twitch starting Q. Okay. I do think that the level 1's strong, but if you haven't, doesn't seem like he's collecting any.
Yeah, not Bart, not doing anything. Alawi's got some pinnacles set up. She's looking for a wander around and hiding in the bushes here. Oh, all right, and we've started chiming.
Yeah, standard starts for both teams too. Just both buffs, okay.
Bottom side start for the stronger bot lane leash. To watch out for the Twitch poison here.
Yeah, you're gonna see this early prio go towards the Alawi, and you're gonna see right now. Okay, Lucian really trying to get that level 2, and look, now you're seeing the level 1, but traded back pretty well actually by the Twitch.
Yeah, that Lulu Shield kept Twitch pretty healthy even through that trade in the electrocute proc.
Yep, they're gonna get level 2 though here, so be ready to watch for out. He should be posturing up. Bard gets level 2 from the Meeps. He should be eating in here, yep. Bard just sitting back.
Yeah, Bard had used his Q right before the duo got their level 2, so it was a little bit mistimed.
They're still level 1. Bard, had the potential to just walk up there and meep him down while he's, still under leveled. Okay,
First
ZZ
gank
Dog.
of the game. Oh, nothing doing top lane. Rek'Sai Qs and walks
Oh,
away.
this is really good from the Twitch, maybe.
Oh, big fight in bot lane.
Oh. Yeah.
First blood goes out of Lucian.
Oh, Triumph Proc. Gonna be traded here. Can the Lulu win the 1v1 here?
I think she probably can. Bard
Yeah,
thinks
she
so
can.
too.
She's gonna be able to get Q here. Oh, one more auto. She has flash. And well played. So 2v2 gonna go over to the scaling side, even though originally First Blood picked up by the Lucian. Yeah. I didn't originally see what happened. I think that the camera faded away. But I knew that Bard had his Q down. So they wanted to take advantage of that.
Other than that, everything's moving about just as we expected. Lots of AoE damage coming out from Alawi in the top lane.
Gang coming in mid. Gonna miss the E and the bubble. Oh, and this is getting turned by okay. And a good flash to get out by the Karthus. ZZ Dog chasing down the and the flash. Barrier popped and flash picked up by the Zoe. And gonna
Never
run away
flash
there.
after a Zoe. She'll just flash away from you.
Like we were talking about in the pre-chat, the Nimbus cloak picking up from the W speed from the summoner. Pretty broken. And Zoe's gonna recall here. Probably has an Amp Tome refillable. Okay, gonna go the double Dorns.
Karthus did not actually get to back and buy either component of his tier. Karthus backed and bought simply an Amp Tome.
Yeah, he does die there. Really good timing on the fight, actually, for him to go down, like, to deny that tier back. And now he has to burn TP. Still up 13 CS in the lane regardless, but...
Coming up, has spawned. We're looking at a Mountain Drake.
And Zoe just getting shoved in here. Karthus kind of just having her way. Looking on the minimap, you're seeing the the bot lane. The Twitch and Lulu really pushed up.
They have, and there's a lot of supporting vision for them as well. I'm counting 3 blue wards on the bot side of the map. So they have a pretty good idea of where everybody is. They don't have a ward in that tri-brush though, which is something that Zach could take advantage of.
Yeah.
Although Zach is only level 4 right now, it does take him a little bit longer to get enough levels in his E to hit the lane from that tri-brush. But looks like he's going to come down through.
Down here has a pink ward if he wants to negate this. Gonna look.
Nothing doing. That vision's kept him safe.
Cheeseblade's doing a really good job just stabling this lane here against the Alawi. Actually up in CS.
Yeah, he took a lot of pressure early from that shove.
Canceling a few auto attacks there.
Those Lulu shields are just very disheartening to play into.
Yeah, walking up, he's still down 12 CS, but he's, playing it very aggressively. Okay. Bar gonna clear out this ward. Hopes that's Zach. Rek'Sai should really be looking to make something work here. Like we said, it needs to be,
Needs to be making
keep
stuff
your
happen.
lane safe or make something happen for your scaling laners, so they don't fall too far behind.
Maybe that's this right here.
It's really hard to gank a Zoe. Redemption gonna come down, so he just lives and walks away.
Rex, I had no real way to follow that. No, only
Where's his
level
drop
5.
here? Great gank by the Zac. The Bard knew that and cleared out the ward. So, no vision. Gonna fall victim to that there.
This does give them the opportunity to take first dragon of the game.
They're looking for it. Yep, they're gonna start that up.
They have uncontested vision on it, although Karthos looks like he's on that.
Cheesebees has the TP advantage here. They really could look for an early fight if they wanted to. Look, he's looking. I feel like he's looking for it. So we're gonna whiff on the bubble there, and no, Cheeseblaze is gonna just clear out this vision, and they're gonna give up that first Drake. Oh, actually, ult's coming down here from the Alawi. Rek'Sai coming over, knocks up. Ornn coming through, and they're gonna pick up that kill. ZZ Dog getting something done in this early game.
Alright. They give up a dragon and they answer with a kill on top side.
Yep.
It's a good job by Rek'Sai for doing what she can. Looks like they might even be going to Rift Herald after this. They are.
Yeah, they're starting that up. Okay, Rek'Sai and Ornn are gonna do this. Still, Rek'Sai ultimate is still available here. Zoe has priority mid lane and isn't coming down. Okay, now she starts. Okay, this is getting really low. Oh, and just deleted by the Zoe. And Rek'Sai is going to be able to get that rift. Oh, beautiful ult by the whole. Zac going to come in and finish this one off. Yeah, they just had the priority in the mid lane, and you know they had really no business trying to do that rift ult after that kill. Good follow up from the Zoe and good stuff from the Bard.
That was good by the Fiesta Fathers to smell that out, because they didn't actually have any vision on the
1v2 in the bot lane here. Lucian. Oh, the flash from the Twitch. Is the poison going to do it? Nope, and he's not going to drop. Level 5 versus level 6. Since the Bard was roaming, Lucian's got a lot of solo experience, actually up 2 levels on his opponent on the AD carry. Looks for the 1v2 play.
Lucian does.
It was like BF sword to recurve bow double dagger. Gonna level up.
A quick time check, we're at 10 minutes now, and
Bard caught out here. Gonna drop here for sure. He's gonna get caught out by the Rek'Sai, and the Twitch is gonna probably pick this one up. Rek'Sai ult gets cancelled, and that doesn't even go on cooldown, so he still has that available.
so quick time check here. We're good.
I'm at 38.
We've got Karthus up by about 20 CS. 15.
It's a big lead. Just doing a good job. Actually doesn't go the tier route. Actually building towards Eluden's Echo first buy. Looking for some early game power spike on the card that's actually instead of scaling. So that's pretty good.
What's that consistency? CDR and mana. Spam out those Skittles. In spite of the CS lead, though, it looks like Zoe's probably just about even with them with her 3S.
Ooh, Lulu gonna get picked here. Will she drop? Actually, yes, gonna get pulled back by the Zac. Good stuff from the Bard to find that ultimate. Wow. And the most kills on the team. Support, by the way.
It looks like it might be that tank Bard we were talking about earlier. Is that a first item dead man's?
Yeah, look at that, eh? Oh, and Twitch is gonna drop here for sure. Just so much damage from the Lucian, literally, like, you know, and the Bard just comes in and finishes them off.
It's a lot of burst. Twitch really doesn't have a lot of options as long as Lulu's not in lane with him.
Yeah, I feel like he even started the Dorn Shield. He actually just sold it. You know, selling his Dorn Shield there to actually pick up the Berserker Greaves. He's just taking so much damage from this bot lane. Rek'Sai gonna come in here, big knock up, and gonna be finished off.
Really good timing on the knock up there. Alawi was just in the mid ult animation, and if she'd gotten off too many slaps there, that could have made their fight a lot more difficult.
It's always
Big
nice
fight.
seeing a good Rek'Sai. You don't
Big
see
fight
that.
brewing in top lane, bot lane.
Okay, Zach engaging ball lane here.
No follow up. He's left out to dry.
No flash. Lulu gonna get spread. Okay. Karthus all coming down. It's gonna proc his passive, I believe. Yep. Is there follow-up? Karthus is behind. Twitch getting blasted here. Lulu ult still available. Okay, Zach's gonna get away here. Zoe
Here
not
we
gonna
are about
go in there.
13 minutes into this game. We get second dragon spawn. That's going to be an Infernal Drake.
And, you know, despite I thought that the lane state would have been better, actually, you know, for the side of the Zoe, I thought that, you know, it would be a better matchup, but apparently it's not. Karth is just doing a really good job of just, you know, stabilizing this and making sure people don't, or the Zoe doesn't get too far ahead.
Yeah, they look to be very, very even in lane. Still at 15 or so CS deficit. With their 50 or 3 assists makes up for that goal. Jungle attention is an interesting one to look at here because Rek'Sai spent a lot of time top, Zach has spent a lot of time bottom, and it's actually not really paid off in terms of tower there. Tower or AD carry gold.
I actually do think that the Fiesta Fathers are in a better place now. I mean, they do have a gold lead despite being down 2 kills. And they're on the scaling team. I think that, you know, if they can just keep pace, then, you know, they'll be in a good spot.
I'm seeing C10 with the gold lead, 22.9 to 22.8, or are you just speaking just about bot lane?
I mean, it's about even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a 200 gold lead. It's about even, regardless. Even regardless just means better for them, right? With their scaling comp.
True. As a late game comp, if you're not behind, you're ahead.
Yep, exactly.
Attention being given
Karth is
to
actually
Dragon
just gonna
now.
walk in the bubble, get super chunked, and gonna get really low here.
Oh, Bard locked fast.
This fight is going really bad for Fiesta Fathers because of the card that's getting caught out originally. They shouldn't be staying for this. This is a 4v2 right now. Zach gonna fly in and smite down this dragon. Twitch focusing to Zach. No passive, gonna drop here to the Twitch. Karthus all coming down after. Gonna pick up to this Lulu. Zoe on the Lulu. Gonna drop here, and Twitch is gonna finish off the card, and that's a big fight for the Fiesta Fathers. Gonna come out on top despite losing the dragon, I believe. Yeah.
Twitch also picked up the 300 gold shutdown on the Bard, so 600 total gold. I think he also had 150 shutdown on the Zac as well.
Yeah, it was a big shutdown. You're looking at the hypercarry, he starts to run away with the king, you know, having the Ardent Sensor on the Lulu, he's really going to shred this backline. And with the Karthus going to Luden's Echo for the early damage. Okay, gonna get bubbled here. Could possibly drop to the Q, and gonna get blasted. That Dark Harvest coming out right there. Zach? Gonna look for the switch.
Oh, I don't really like that.
Lucian coming through, and he's gonna drop and give this shutdown over to the Lucian.
I was wrong. I wasn't expecting Lucian to be able to get there in time. I was worried that Zac was a little too far out in front.
Yeah, I think the the minion wave was just coming in so that Zac could apply the Q. Bard Q not gonna land here. Cheeseblade's just caught out. ZZ Dog flying back in here with the ultimate, gonna drop the Zac and trade 1-for-1. Cheeseblaze going back in and gets deleted by the Alawi. Oh, and a great Bard ult coming out here. And Q's gonna land through. And the Lulu drops to the Lucian. And just throws there, honestly, from the side of Fiesta Fathers. They had that lead, they had a big thing going. Pings onto this Rift Herald. And I think Fiesta Fathers are just gonna give this one up and look for mid lane control. Picked up by Lucian here.
Interesting choice to put it on your 80 carry.
Yeah, maybe just wants that faster recall to get back to the base and buy items.
Could be it. Also, it's also a pretty decent time in the game for them to drop into that 1-4. Alawi is strong enough. I think she can hold her own against the Ornn. And we certainly have the pick and the engage of jungle through support on the red side.
Twitch actually going for this Rudan for finishing his Blade of the Root game. I'm sure that's because of just all the fights. And there's already 23 kills in the game already.
Yeah, so no big damage item out from him yet. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lucian with 2 BF swords. One of those is an IE. Or an Essence Reaver, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this Bard is going the Dead Man's to apply the slow here. And that's full tank damage, guys.
Full tank Bard support, by the way.
And he's going to drop here, sniped out. Alawi also going to get dropped low here. The healing just coming through the ultimate, though. Going to pick up the kill. This is a throw now from the Fiesta Fathers. And letting go. Looks like Ornn will get out here. But
yeah, so this is really what this comp wants to do. They've got the 1 and they've got the 4, and they still have Alawi coming down to join the fights.
okay, big Twitch all coming down here. Gonna get stunned up by the Bard. Just can't do enough damage. Okay, Karthus all gonna come. We'll just pick up some kills. And the
Bard
all...
self-ult. Wow.
Yeah, clutch.
Beautiful.
Bard looking like a great pick into the Karthus. Might want to be thinking about taking this off the table for game 2 if the Karthus is an option. Oh, and he's gonna suicide for the inhib here.
While we're calling Bard, full tank support, by the way, he does have 5 kills.
And he just built a crit cloak and the thing. Assuming that's for rapid fire.
Got third dragon coming up here shortly, another 20 seconds or so. Meanwhile, Baron
they're only
has
3k gold down. It feels like they're getting wiped in these fights, but it's because they're getting picked off before the fight started. They're still looking for stuff after.
Right, Cloud10's really playing to what their team wants to do.
Yeah. I think maybe, okay, so we're gonna pick up the blue here. Okay, there should be some action around this Drake coming up. Bubble's gonna whiff here. Alawi looking up. Big ult coming down. The Rek'Sai gets deleted. Karthus has flash. Holds it a little, and the Bard is just gonna finish him off. This is exactly what we talked about in the draft. It's 20 minutes in the game. They're at their mid-game spikes right now. They got ahead in their lanes. Even though there was a small gold lead for a second on the side of Fiesta Fathers. Okay. Twitch tries to steal that with E.
It's interesting. Zach was getting ready to jump over the wall there. I was hoping he was going to wait for that dragon to be in smite range first.
Definitely feels bad to have your inhib down at, oh my goodness. And feels bad to have your inhib down at 21 minutes, and they're going to ping Baron here. Will they start it? Bard just side laning by himself against Twitch. Can hold his own.
I think that's the right move. You got a lot of damage.
Okay,
between
Q
Alawi
down
and
here.
Zach and...
Twitch. Oh, feels bad. And Twitch
Baron
not
check.
going to be able to pick up the kill. And this is exactly what we talked about on in the draft, how annoying the tank Bard is. You just can't kill him. Twitch expending everything there. And they're going to pick up the Baron here. C10. 5k gold up, looking to run away with this lead.
Oh, Zoe stealing the blue buff away. Alawi looks like she's going to TP to top side. A lot of other... Let's see where they send the other 4.
You know, they probably want to go bot lane and get those 2 turrets out of the way.
That is an option. I think they could also go mid here. They have a lot of tempo at the moment, and they have enough of a gold lead that they could probably just pick this to waste a lot of time getting the bot lane turrets. The bot lane turrets are really just gold in their pocket, and I'm not sure that they need it to end the game at the moment.
Oh, Bard looking for the 1v1 on the Twitch here.
Not even a contest.
I think potentially that they're going to look to get rid of this Bard, because this guy's popping off right now on the Bard. Spanish teacher, just showing them how it's done.
If I'm on the blue side, I'm not letting them Bard come into my game again.
He's taking over. He's solo taking over. He solo took over the ball lane. He solo took over the game. He was roaming early, you know, letting his team get ahead. Definitely scary.
It's exactly what a good Bard. It's a shame I so rarely play with good Bards.
Warren's not even getting to the area where, you know, is being, you know, these items. They're just getting rolled so quick. 20 minutes, Baron already down. And Karth is just deleted off the map by the Zoe.
While this team wants to 5v5, they don't have a way to do it without Ornn. They need that big, beefy tank standing in the front of them, because that's what happens when Karth is front lines. He just disappears.
Yeah, they need the Alawi split push is really making this hard, and he's gonna, okay, Alawi gonna come through with the ult here. So much healing. Just 1v5ing them. Is that gonna fly in, lock up? Onto the Rex side, getting real low. Okay, Ornhorn coming through. Lucian gonna go back to the rest of his team. Karthus coming down. Zoe getting real low. Bard trying his best to keep everyone up. Ornn gonna pick up this kill on the Zac here. And they're just destroying their base. 2 Hinibs down. 8k gold up. C10 looking to close this one out. Reset and close out. Dragon Soul about to spawn.
That'll certainly be the next objective that they're looking for, that second Windrake to finish up their collection of 4. If I'm them, I'm going direct with there, setting up vision, and then preparing to push through the bot 2 lanes to end the game.
I don't know if you guys know this, but when you have an Ornn on your team and you get the upgraded Blade of the Rune King, you can actually get another Blade of the Rune King and use both actives.
Interesting. Both actives and both passives?
Is the passives the same? I'm not sure. I just know that it's like a real thing, but apparently you're not allowed to do it in the LCS. Apparently there's like a rule for that, but...
I wonder if it's an unfixed bug. I'll have to go to a practice and try that out.
You can like blade 2 people. Okay. So? I learned that out. And I had no idea.
And here we go, this should be it, just 5 mid with Cloud Soul.
Zoe gonna have the R movement speed, gonna have W movement speed, she's like so fast. And Karth is just gonna get blown up here front line. Looking to die to drop the ulti here. Twitch ultimate down actually, so they're gonna look for this fight though. They are low. Lulu on the speed up. Good flash on the Twitch. But not enough, man. The follow-up damage. It's gonna get routed here, guys. And this is gonna be a game 1 win probably for C10 coming through here. No. Great flash by the Zoe to drop the Rek'Sai. Get out of the Rek'Sai. Oh, I'm gonna drop, and that's gonna be it, folks. Game 1 going over to C10. Pretty handedly.
Some GGs coming through at the end.
Gee. So pretty handedly there. The bar definitely, the 3 winning lanes we said, and even though like originally the Ornn and the Rex side got ahead in the top lane, just Alawi being able to say, as soon as I get this item or this level, you can't 2v1 me. I can just do my own thing. So good silent potential, and then you had the Zoe just running away with the game and the bot lane just taking over as well. Just all these winning lanes. Look at the damage from the Alawi actually leading the game in damage.
The Alawi, but let's also talk about the Bard.
True. Yes. Dealing more damage than the Rek'Sai and close to the as much damage as the Karthus. It's a real it looks scary. That looks scary. I don't want people to know about that.
This didn't just happen, folks. Doesn't work. The bugs.
So we're gonna run into a break here, I think, or are the players ready? Do a little short intermission, guys. If that's okay, and then we'll be right back. Okay, guys, and we're back. Game 2, C10 versus Fiesta Fathers, and we're gonna hop right into bands as they're starting up right now.
Same two bands.
Yep.
Pike Leona. Where's the Bard band?
Where's the Bard band?
Oh, first same 3 bands for me.
Yep. No, C10's probably gonna stick with their same here. You know, their game plan works. Why would they change it?
Right.
Zoe actually gonna be banned out as they thought that was potentially something that really hurt them. And I think this is really smart. This is really smart from them. The previous match they banned, it was like a what was it? Filios, Leona, and Astana.
Yeah.
C10 gonna pick up the Ornn here. I feel like it's such a normal first pick champion Ornn. You know what I mean?
It's very safe.
Inside. Yeah. So standard. I want to see bot lane picked here. Okay.
Oh no! Again,
matchup.
A pair of top lanes first picked. How interesting.
Look for some. I think they should look for some more reliable engage than they had last time. The only really reliable engage they had last time was like Rek'Sai Ornn,
right?
Because they did run the Enchanter in the bot lane, and they're just gonna pick up the solo lanes right off the bat. Boom, boom. Leaving counter pick here for Z10 against Orianna, even though she doesn't really have any crazy counter picks. She does have a little bit. She has some rough matchups.
It's interesting. Normally, I see teams prioritizing jungle and bot lane and letting the solo just pick afterwards.
You want to get your counter picks. I think Syndra is a really good pick into Orianna. There's like other things. Yeah, exactly, and they're gonna lock this in here.
Walk us through that. Why do you like Syndra and Orianna?
Pretty much, Orianna's like a mobile champion. You can really effectively harass early with Syndra's kit. And there's just a lot of kill potential on the Ori. Syndra's really good into things like Cassio, Orianna, those kind of mages that kind of, are a little bit safer. She just really punishes them because they don't have any really build paths that go against her. Like, you can build Zonia's to block the ultimate, but you can't really Banshee's first item or anything like that, so it's just easily punished. Whereas, like, if you pick like an assassin like Zed or Fizz into Syndra, you can really negate like her ultimate and her lack of mobility. So actually, I do think Jarvan Orianna is really good into Syndra. I think this is a really good pickup. You can really punish Syndra and her lack of mobility with Jarvan if she ever burns Flash. Orianna with EQ on Jarvan ults is like pretty much a guaranteed kill.
True. Very good ball delivery system, Jarvan is. So it's interesting. We're going to leave bot lane for last again. Both teams going
this is a good ban here. Taking more engage options off the table.
Honestly, they don't really need any more at this point.
And Lulu, they're gonna ban. They might have been looking for that Lulu cog.
So second round of bans, both taken up by supports by both teams. Nautilus, Lulu, Senna, Rakan.
I want to see a Soraka here, honestly. The Kog'Maw is a smart pick. They have the Ornn. It's really gonna shut him down.
They're gonna have to pick somebody to protect him, though. There's not a whole lot you can do to keep him alive from a Vi, though.
I think Soraka's a good pick here. Yes, I think that it helps.
I would tend to agree with that.
Your ultimate, it just helps keep your champions up, and it would be really frustrating to play against if you're the C10 composition.
She also has a very good answer to Vi R in her AoE silence. Vi self CCs her just long enough to let the silence proc.
But another good pickup. The Zac really strong in the meta right now. Wait a minute.
Interesting. That would
That's
be
either be a Zac top or an Ornn support, or a Zac support.
I've seen Zach's support get a little bit of love recently. I don't like it myself as a primary.
Is that a mistake?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't see anyone talking about it yet. And they'll take Braum into Kog'Maw.
Braum's a good pick into Syndra as well. And good into any frontline team composition. I actually really like this composition with Fiesta Fathers. I really favor it here. The only thing that's really racking my brain as bad or potentially bad is the matchup in the mid lane.
I would be concerned about the Braum. Braum can't really do anything to protect Kog'Maw against Vi. If Vi wants in, she'll get in. And then once she is, what really do you do there?
I think that if Braum
and Fiesta Fathers doesn't really need the additional frontline.
Yeah, you're right. But it is the Braum passive is so, I feel, really good with the Kog'Maw. Because, you know, if you do proc that, you can really layer it with the Kog'Maw ultimate and kind of just layer all your damage down. So if the Kog'Maw ever gets the free hit without eating a Vi ultimate, I think potentially it could be very scary.
Quite true. So we actually have a lot of kind of 5v5 and engage on both sides, although I think Fiesta Fathers has the better split push, of course, with Urgot, and so they have the option of running 1-4. C10, you know, they would really rather play the 5v5.
The cool thing too about the Braum is that you have a lot of auto attack based champions, so you know it is relatively easy to proc that passive on the Braum. And another thing is too is like I think that there is a Wombo world where it's like Jarvan Q ultimate into like Urgot all like there is a Wombo here that can definitely like ruin them, especially if the Vi's never around.
That's true.
Again, though, I like the compositions from both these teams. I think they're both strong and really balanced in both age, control, everything that they want to do. I really like these drafts.
I suppose Bromwell is also pretty useful against Aphelios's pistol.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works, but...
Is that the little mini Draven axes?
Yeah, I don't know.
If Aphelios ever gets right up into Kog'Maw's face, then Braum can pretty easily negate that, and that's a lot, I think, of Aphelios' DPS kit.
I feel like... Yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I feel like in order to understand what Aphelios does, you have to play him. And, like, I have a rough idea, but, like, I don't really understand. Like, I know what the different guns mean. Like, the one is, like, CC. The one is, like, for dueling. The one is long range, etc. I know what that means, but... And, like, the one's, like, AoE. Like, I understand that, but I don't fully understand, like... I don't know. Like, I just don't... I feel like in order to understand that champion, you really have to play it yourself and be like, oh, okay, now you get it, right? Like, after a few games, you kind of pick it up, or...
Oh, yeah, I hear it. I understand where you're coming from. That's my preferred way of learning a champion, too. If I need to learn how to play against them, I will go play 3 or 4 games as them.
Yeah,
otherwise,
some champions are pretty just straightforward,
really
right?
Stick in my head.
Like, by playing against it, like, it's an example. I don't know, Senna. Okay, her kit's pretty straightforward. 2 Qs, some CC, an invisibility, and a global ultimate. You kind of just know what that is. You don't need to play it to, like, you know, pick it up. Like, I've never played the champion, and, you know, but with Aphelios, I just feel, and this is honestly a super popular topic in League of Legends right now. Aphelios kit, like, why is it that everyone is talking about this one specific champion? Everyone is saying nobody knows what it does. I feel like that's never happened in League of Legends.
People more or less understood and figured out how to play him, a champion, after they came out.
Yeah, I just And I don't have even a problem with Aphelios. I don't think it's that's powerful to the point where I'm, freaking out over it. It's, a well-rounded champion and has a lot to offer. But it just I don't know what it does. And I feel like that's one of the things about him that is making him actually stronger than he really is that just people just actually have no idea. It's like when a champion first comes out and the win rate's like high, no one has any idea what to do.
Yeah.
So, actually disappointed here that the Braum took the lane. I was really hoping he was going to take the exhaust for the Kog'Maw. Or for not for the Kog'Maw, for the Vi ultimate. There's a lot of things that and they don't really have any healing. So, not a big fan of the Ignite, but gonna come through regardless.
Braum also has the opportunity to have gone heal here, and let Kog'Maw take the barrier. If they give up all of their kill pressure early game and just say, well, we're gonna scale, we're gonna be a scaling lane, I think you can still run heal barrier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there is potential here. So this is Zach's support actually coming in, guys. So, interesting pick. I don't know what to expect, honestly.
I've seen it a couple of times on stream, never in any of my own games. I play a lot of Zach in the jungle, and my off role is support, and I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot of engage. You have decent sustain in lane because of all of your blobs, and you have a lot of CC, and so you're a really fight and kill. I would probably take him as a kill support. Maybe it's kind of like a budget Leona.
From my understanding, they picked the Jarvan early, so this Zach pick was something that was like last pick. You know what I mean? There was potential here to, pick this Zach early, or I'm not really sure. They could have confused it. I mean, maybe they have a plan with the two champions together, Philios and Zach. Maybe there's some sort of synergy that we don't know about. But other than that, we're gonna have to see how this one comes through. Usually frontline is kind of rough. I'm pretty sure that Braum can interrupt the Zach E with his ultimate, right?
With his R, yes. I don't believe the wall stops it, though.
Yeah. Not.
Looks like we just wrapped up spectator delay. We will rush right through this loading screen, and we'll be on the Rift shortly. Syndra with Electrocute, Orianna with Airy. I feel like that's pretty typical.
Standard. I guess the only thing that I'm curious about is the Triumph. Or the sorry, not the Triumph. The Precision the Orianna second. I wonder what she's taking.
Oh, do you like the ultimate cooldown?
Honestly, I probably would like Inspiration here. I really like Viscous in lane, especially against the Syndra. Like you're gonna take damage against Syndra. You know what I mean, regardless. So I'd probably take the Biscuits here to survive in lane. But the Ori does have the teleport, so and mind you, I probably here would take barrier against Syndra because I don't want to get solo killed. But yeah, regardless, I guess she has the TP, so he can always come back to lane if she gets too chunked.
One thing to note is that Vi here took Aftershock. Not terribly common on her. Hail of Blades is very common. I like to run Conqueror. Some people like to run Electrocute, but I don't think that the Aftershock is all that useful on her unless you want to treat her as just an engage tool.
Yeah, they probably are looking forward to, the Vi / Syndra R combo and just one shot someone out of the CC. It is a point and click source of engaged CC to actually proc the Aftershock, so I get the
right. It's very consistent
process.
at least.
Yeah, I get the thought process, but they are gonna be. I'm assuming she's still gonna go full damage, or she's not gonna build tank.
That'll be interesting to see. I don't. I think I've seen a couple of Aftershocks. It really made sense. Maybe this one will. And we're on. Both junglers starting bot side again for the stronger bot lane leash. Horn's
So they're going to be
actually
looking
pretty
for
late
the
to lane
Qs
here.
I'm really interested to see how this mid lane matchups goes. You know, if sometimes the Syndra actually is just unable to punish and hit her. Something I find on Syndra that I like to do is that, you know, I like to auto the minions and harass with my Q only. Okay, Zac flying in here. Level 2 gank from the Vi. Wait, great stoppage by the Braum, and they're both going to flash out the way save. Like I was saying before that, good job to get her them both get out of that. I thought that was going to be trouble. You know, the Syndra, you know, has the ability to harass the Ori if she walks up. It's about the same range, but she actually just outdamages her early. If you...
So Jarvan knows where Vi is.
Yep, he's going to cut her off here. Okay, big ward. They're going to spot each other out. They're spotting each other out. The Vi has the red buff, so she actually wins this, I believe.
I don't believe she does, simply because Jarvan has Conqueror.
Oh, big stun here. Blast plant. And this is going to be first blood probably here on this Ornn, okay.
Interesting path by Jarvan there. I wasn't expecting him to go back down. That didn't make quite a lot of sense to me there. But I thought he could have fought her in one. Maybe in the 1v1. But I guess with both top and mid collapsing, he had to get out somehow.
Just a big mistake actually from the Jarvan to invade when his mid laner doesn't have Brio to actually go into the jungle. If the Syndra's is able to, you know, go into her bot side jungle there and catch the Jarvan out of... Okay, they're going to get really low here, and this is going to be a solo kill from the Ornn onto the Urgot. So a lot of action here early. But for the Jarvan to disrespect there and, you know, going without having mid-prio from his Orianna, that cost his team. But big solo kill there. You know, this is actually... The Urgot was actually picked into the Ornn.
Yeah, into Ornn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go in here. Z's dog. Level 3 and level 3. You have the red buff. Syndra has Prior again. Stun gonna miss. Okay, they're winning this. Flash from the Syndra here.
Interesting. Short.
Yeah, so, you know, the red buff coming out clutch there. It's gonna win the turn against blue. Even though the Syndra, if the Syndra hits the stun there and a little bit more, I believe they both had smites available for the grab. That's why she did put up so that he smite that.
Ornn coming back to lane with a Sheen into Urgot's Cull. Ornn looking to play very...
Yeah, gonna probably go for the Iceborne. See what that is.
He does have 2 kills now from the solo kill top and then the Jarvan invade.
Yeah, looking at a fed Ornn.
Let's do a quick vision check here. I see a lot of river wards on the red side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up and down.
Fine, looking for a gank there. Gonna get spot out. Syndra actually really respecting the Ori here. Low on mana. The jungler really needs to come here and you know, mid lane is not a 1v1 lane, 2v2 lane. And if the Vi is sitting there on golems and the Ori's up here right now, this high in the lane, and not getting punished, feels bad for the Syndra, who should be winning the match. Luckily, the Syndra has teleport, so this is actually going to help the Syndra a lot to get back into this and take control of the lane. Gonna actually recall into the chapter, which is huge buy for Syndra. Cheeseblades looking for a trade here. Down a level, actually.
The Ornn Brittle proc is just too strong for him, though.
Such a big auto, and with the Sheen, too, on top of it. Getting that empowered auto.
We have Fiesta Fathers here looking to start up the Drake. They've got Vision down, and Cloud 10 does not. They do know that Oriana's missing from mid lane, however.
They're gonna pick this up for free. Okay, wait, Vi is making her way down. I can't see the HP on the Drake. I'm gonna look now. Okay, this is getting really too low. Vi's gonna get Vision here. Should she go in? She's gonna... And no, she misses. It's a little bit too early. She actually doesn't have flash.
Really funny.
Big ult here.
Oh,
big
huge
ult.
knock-up.
The Vi gonna drop. Ignite dropped on the Braum before. Will burn down to it. Can they get the CC down on the Ori here? Flash out from Mickey Might, and he's gonna get away.
Oh,
While
meanwhile
we
on the
were talking
top
about
side. Wow.
Well, lots of action, lots of things happen. So the Kog'Maw solo killed the Aphelios, and then the Urgot solo killed the Ornn in the top lane. So lots of
Ornn, that was actually a mistake on Ornn's part. Ornn called out the horn and then missed the second part of the knockup. Actually wound up R'ing backwards.
Oh wow! So just
Otherwise,
a mechanical misplay.
Otherwise, I think Ornn wins that.
Yeah, what a combo there! Big Syndra stun in the bot lane into the it was like a 3-man Zac knockup, just layering down. This Vi though, level 4 right now. Mid laner sitting at, and top laner sitting at level 7. So really far behind, needs to get back in this game and needs to get some farm. Down 12 CS, jungle camps, Jarvan.
As a jungler, when the solo laners are so far ahead.
You know,
That's why it's so very important to keep up on your farm and not allow yourself to fall that many levels behind.
especially this new jungle, you know what I mean? I feel like I've just been noticing that every time I'm playing mid lane and I'm in my lane the entire game, the jungle's keeping a consistent level with me, maybe only one level down, so, you know, really have to stay on top of that.
Alright, if you don't, this is a situation where you find yourself in, is where you're just down an entire, just based on stats alone from levels from the solo laners, and then it becomes very difficult to impact those lanes.
Frostbite actually able to pick up that solo. Okay, stun gonna land. Gonna let you proc.
I want to do another quick vision check here. Fiesta Fathers keeping that strong vision up and down the river, keeping their jungle entrances covered, and keeping vision in the river itself. Similar also from Cloud 10.
Or it's gonna drop. No ultimate even expended. Ornn gets dunked on by the Jarvan and gonna drop too.
Demacia bait.
He's gonna just trade 1 for 1. Zac looking for it here. Nothing to offer. 4 walk spot.
Jarvan sees that, so he can go check the camp, but there's not a lot for him to take there. Fiesta Fathers is actually interesting. They're the only ones with any sort of aggressive permanent vision. They've got the pink wards down in around Rift Herald and inside the jungle. There's some temporary aggressive vision down by Cloud 10, but
Kog'Maw really winning this lane. The ult is still available for the Syndra. I'm surprised she didn't go for more trading.
Looks like Jarvan's about to take away the Rift Herald. Having a little trouble getting behind it.
Actually gonna engage here. 2 kills on the Zac. Vi's gonna run in. Big ulti. Infernum comes through and it's gonna be a dead Kog'Maw. Picked up again by the Zac. This Spanish teacher just been popping off both games on these really weird picks. Rift Herald gonna get dropped here. I wonder if this will actually drop the turret.
This should take it out one charge.
If not, I'm sure the follow-up will. Yeah. Top lane turret gonna get dropped here. Can they walk this in to get another one?
It's interesting. Ornn got himself ahead early. And since yes.
Yep. Should be pinging assistance here. They're actually gonna get that charge off. Oh, ulti coming through. Okay, does hit it. Syndra walking down. Can he even kill the? Okay, yes he can. He does finish off the Urgot. Knockup by the Zac here.
Doesn't apply a brittle stack, so he gets to double proc his brittle, which is the 15 to 20% max health magic damage empowered. And we have the second dragon of the game. Actually, same pattern of Drakes both games, Mountain into Infernal.
Big stun. Oh, big knock. Okay, wait. Flash actually expended. Good flash by the Syndra. Gonna drop the Ori. Coming down here from the Urgot. But they're gonna look for this fight. Okay. Okay, great ultimate, but Syndra's gonna knock. Oh, and the Bloblets come out.
Bloblets come out, but they're in a sea of red there. That gives them a pretty firm handle on the area for Drake.
Ultimate still available for the Aphelios and for the Vi. I don't know if they want to take. Only have the Cataclysm available and the Kog'Maw. I think that blue side should be looking here. Yep, they're gonna look here and yeah, they're gonna get in this pit. Dragon gonna go over to blue side. ZZ Dog gonna drop the Jarvan here. Available. Kog'Maw just can't get in this fight. Okay, big stun on the carries on the backside. Do they want to continue here? No Syndra ult available. Zac flashes over the wall onto the Kog'Maw and gonna get deleted. What a play. This support player, man.
He flashed over to the wall into the bush.
He flashed into the Ocean Rift bush in Dragon Pit to not be in
no vision on him.
And then eat over, kill the Kog'Maw. Just crazy stuff from Spanish teacher. Playing out of his mind today.
First plate goes down mid turret.
So Drag's gonna even up here. CS leads in the mid lane, and about everywhere else. Syndra actually going the new route of the GLP build. There's a lot of things that people have been building on actually the Orianna and the Syndra without building Glacial. They just built that.
Right, I was asking somebody about that the other day, and they said that it's basically because the amount of stats that you get is basically the same as Luden's. It's just, what, 800 gold cheaper, and all you're out really is the Luden's passive.
Yeah, it's just you lose a little bit of burst, but on Syndra you really don't need it. You know, you might need it a little bit more on Ori, it helps, but... Okay, and Gank gonna come here mid lane, and this Ori's gonna drop here. Oh, Stylebot's gonna come out, but it's just gonna get picked up by the Syndra. This Syndra's rolling here. And this is what I was talking about when I said in Champ Select about the matchup. Okay, Cheese Blaze gonna get popped here. Looking to trade back. And actually going to pick up the kill on the Vi. Will get the Triumph Rock. Syndra's coming down too. Trade's killed back in the bot lane. And all over the map there's fighting.
It's a bloodbath. We're at 14 kills to 8 at 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is a bloodbath.
Can't imagine that they'd leave Zac under this turret. Oh, but they do.
This is exactly what I was talking about in Champs was saying. Syndra's just so good into the Orianna, an immobile champion. Can just set up the stun so easily and just has so much follow-up damage with the execution. It really works well in the draft here. And you're starting to see that. This Potato Ari and Spanish teacher just popping off this game. Vi also sitting at 3-2-7, 10 kill participation out of 14. You know, she's been everywhere.
A lot of permanent vision set up towards the Drake from the previous objective, but not a whole lot of vision going into anyone's jungle. Both jungles reasonably dark. I see one yellow trinket coming in from Fiesta Fathers into the aggressive vision. But
and despite, you know, the team, or despite C7 having, you know, 7 more kills, you know, they're still only up about 500 gold. Oh, this is great kiting from the Kog'Maw. Gonna get dropped here. Can this Kog'Maw actually outplay this? Zach actually about to fly in, so I don't think so. Kog'Maw will drop there, yes. And Braum all alone by himself, also gonna drop here. No flash available. Double kill picked up by the Orin, and you're looking at dead Orin now.
Orin sitting pretty with.
Easy Dog looking to kill this guy. Infernum drop. And the ulti gonna come through, pick it up, and they're gonna get away with their lives.
Snatches him out from under the turret.
Really well played there.
Looks like a turret falls on each side of the map.
Oh my gosh. And Cheeseblaze gets caught basing. Can he actually, oh my gosh.
Pay for it.
Cheeseblaze smurfs on Unforgiven. Completely destroyed. And he's gonna drop to the ultimate. Potato Ari picking up another one. But Cheeseblaze says nope to the Vi. And
he's just a passive here, so he can buy a lot of time.
Also gonna put him in passive. Can he get out here? Stun gonna land and he's gonna drop. Oh, shield coming out. Q gonna slow. Can he actually get out? Oh my gosh, Cheeseblaze with a miraculous escape. No, wait, does he hit the ultimate?
Snipe!
And the Orn's gonna snipe him after all that expense. Ballin leashes Drake right now. Oh, Ori wants to look for the ult. No passive is available. Might have been a kill there. Or no passive was available, yeah, on the no Ori available. This Kog'Maw saying nope.
Looks like Cloud 10 smited a little bit early on there, but they do.
Completely whiffs on the ult.
Kog'Maw flashes out.
Cinder gonna get shut down by the Jarvan here, but the Ori ult whiffs. Flash expended by the Kog'Maw. Frozen Heart Cleaver on Urgot. He is a big boy. And looks for the snipe, doesn't pick it up.
Do a quick check here. We're at 19 minutes and we have 6 players who have broken the 100 CS mark.
Are you at 1930?
1938, 9,
yeah, okay, yeah,
48.
Yeah, it should be actually, you know. Okay. Flash expended by the Ori. Good job.
It's actually a mistake by Braum there because Bromwell does block the orange shard.
Oh, you're right. Yes, I forgot about that. But if he puts it
One of
behind
mine in the game.
Madden
and Windwall.
Yeah, if he puts the ult behind him, it doesn't go through, correct?
Yeah, Braum can put up the shield in whatever direction the ult is coming from. The ram is coming from. Looks like even without Glacial, that GLP still does a decent amount of work.
It's not as, you know, I mean, pretty much Glacial with GLP is pretty much a stop. That just can't move. But, you know.
Maybe even just a little bit of a slow to help land the stun combo.
I've honestly been running Ori with Glacial in ranked. I find it to be pretty good. Even, you know, with Twin Shadows, with both. You can just catch people out so easily. If they don't have flash, they almost impossible to dodge your ultimate.
Looks like we've got a team fight brewing. Orn coming in from the side.
Zach charging. About to be up. Okay. Ult's gonna come down soon. Can Braum block this? Nikki might gonna get deleted though, and Braum also gonna drop. Okay. Sindra getting really low. Good. EQ out by the Jarvan. But gonna get picked up here. Oh, and the Born gonna fly in here, and that's a Coley. Oh, no. And you got Urgot splitting on the bot side, so...
Looks like someone's gonna have to go answer him.
Yeah, Orn recalling, getting 2 upgraded items. Gonna go match that. Urgot.
It's really convenient for Orn to have been able to build.
Yeah, Nikki might doing a really good CSing, just constantly out of position and being punished by, you know, things like the Vi and the Syndra, which are so lethal. If you get close to them, you really have to play safe League of Legends against these champions, or you know you will die. I really want to see the Zonias come out right now from the Orianna, because she is so behind. She can start to, you know, stasis her ult or the Vi ult and really.
So Father's doing some vision clearing right around Baron, doing some setup.
He's looking for trades here. The Ornn has 9 kills, so very impressive.
9 kills and an extra 2,000 gold in stats from his items.
Okay. Team's here to join. Whole team's here to join. This guy will drop for sure, and he's gonna get a 600 gold shutdown. Someone's gonna get it. Ori's gonna pick that up. Huge for the Orianna.
Couldn't tell if they were trying to give that to Kog'Maw or not. They do have a strong inside track to Baron right now.
Yep, both junglers are still alive. Same level for smites. You know, Dragon is spawning as well, so that's another option. Probably just get mid priority here, shove this wave in, and
You know our objective is to go for.
Yeah. You want to deny the third and keep it at 2-2. You know, they probably will pick this up, but TP is available on the Ornn. They should be starting this up immediately. Burn that.
I don't know why they haven't yet.
Yeah, burst this down before he can actually TP. There is a flank ward available. He should be coming in here. I'd be screaming at my... Yep, the TP, the ward's coming in. Zach's gonna fly in. Actually getting stolen by the Vi. Teamfight's going through. Ornn ult coming through. Syndra fighting over the wall. Actually doing a really good job here. The Kog'Maw's been able to free hit. The health bars are so low. Syndra coming in to clean this up. Actually gonna do so. Gonna be the quadra kill and looking for the Penta here. And looks like ZZ Dog's gonna get away with it, but 9-1-9 on the Syndra for Potato Ari, absolutely popping off. Able to just free hit from that fight. They actually didn't pull the dragon out of the pit, so you know she was in range to use all of her cooldown. You know, Ornn came in with a perfect flank on the carries and just cleaned up the fight.
It's 1 or 2 demolishes. Just 1 demolish available for the mid turret. Looks like this might be a little bit of an overstay though. Nope, Zach.
Really good job from the Vi there to pick up that steal, you know what I mean? They really got nothing from that. What was 4 for 2? And they got the Drake?
Absolutely disastrous fight. They lost everything.
Yep. I want to see a better job from this Braum to get rid of Zorn ultimate, you know what I mean? Really gotta negate this while it's coming through. No excuse for your Kog'Maw to be getting hit by the... Just put the ult behind you when it's coming back originally. And you can even block the brittle from even stacking on your Kog'Maw.
First charge.
Okay, Syndra's looking for a pick here.
2 pink wards, and that's where they realize they're on vision.
Nothing in the pit for this side. Guess the Fathers. Okay, they're actually going to go over here and start this up. They have such an advantage here. Oh, they only have a 2k gold lead despite what the kills say.
They do see Urgot bot side though, so they know this is a 4v5.
Urgot has TP. He should be coming in here. The ward is available, but he's actually not. Jarvan going to look for the steal. Nikki might going to get really low. No Syndra ult available. They're just looking for the steal here. Ornn actually going to snipe up the Ori. Jarvan going to come in here and steals the Baron.
Oh, that puts Urgot in an amazing position right now. He has Baron.
Urgot's going to be able to free hit. They're actually recalling here. Can the Kog'Maw should be looking to stop the backs. Urgot's free hitting here on this inhibitor. Has all this cooldowns. The Syndra doesn't have ultimate, so I wonder how this fight will go. Kog'Maw getting CC'd here. Brittle's gonna get dropped. Cheeseblade's actually picking up the inhib. Now they have the Baron. Big mistake, actually, from C10 to go for that 50-50. The junglers were even levels. Syndra ultimate had been burned, so there's no way to burst out the jar. Really good job from ZZ Dog to pick that one up. Put them back in the game. Now there's going to be so much pressure on this bot side from Super Minions, you know, they might have a chance to deny Dragon Soul.
Even if you have jungles at the same level, it's still it's always a hard, even if there's one or even two levels disparity. I mean, both teams are focusing so hard. There's just so much DPS coming in at the same time that it's never worth risking. There's nobody that you can really guarantee to outsmite the other jungler unless they have something like
a consume smite. You can combo the Orianna ult with it. You have to remember, Ori died in that fight without even using an ability.
Right, she got picked off over the wall by the
Syndra burned her ultimate, and then and this is frustrating to see. She actually went for the Void Staff over the Zhonya's. Her survivability is much more important than her damage. You know, just having that available. This Syndra sitting on right now 537 AP, able to just pretty much nuke anyone. Two-man Ori ult, actually pretty good.
Wow.
I'm gonna drop this. Syndra walking up, gonna one-shot the Kog'Maw, but no flash on the Syndra. I mean, she's probably gonna get shut down here.
Yeah, Braum wasn't able to get in front of...
Oh! Cheeseblaze picking up the solo kill! And gonna drop there to the Death Dance passive, but... Jeez. They got some life in them, Fiesta Fathers. They're not fully giving up on this.
Back, and everybody's gonna get set up to go to Dragon with one teleport coming in. That's Orianna. She's there first.
Yeah, Ori's making a comeback here. You know, she's sacrificing survivability for you know, damage. She's getting 2 penetration items into two tanks in the Zac and the Ornn. Big shutdown there.
Contest that.
And they do deny the Dragon Soul there, so really good job. Keeps his game alive and actually take over right now with a 1k gold lead. Despite being down, you know, what is that? Like, around, I don't know, is it 13? I can't do math.
14 kills, yeah. I would say it's just as interesting as the first game. You know, we don't have a full tank electrocute bard wandering around the map popping people, but I've really enjoyed this one so far.
I mean, Spanish Teacher's just been, you know, doing a pretty good job. I mean, he's running into a problem now where you're starting to realize Kog'Maw's starting to get items. He's about to get Wit's End into, you know, your really fed Syndra. He's going to be doing on-hit damage. These weapons, he's really turning into a late game threat. The Orianna's starting to get back into the game, and you're wondering, you know, what's the game plan here? The Urgot has been a menace in his side lanes. Look at that, 235 CS, just huge. Level 17 at 30, and just taking over. So they're gonna grab this way too early.
Way too early, and it resets. So what is the game plan here? Really, in order for C10 to win this fight, they've got to take the Kog'Maw out, and then they've got to be able to put some damage down onto Urgot. They've got to be able to do both of these things, and so if they can get away with only using one ult, or maybe...
They have so much engaged. What they have to do is manipulate vision, find a fight that they can win. You know, they have the items, they have the damage to do it. Okay, Kog'Maw actually just gonna get sped up flashes in! Gonna drop here, probably. Big Oriole. Kog'Maw just popping off onto Syndra there. Really good job by the Braum to actually go in and block the ultimate from the Syndra there.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, this is a lot of damage coming through. I'm gonna whiff, but Cheese Blaze is gonna drop here, and they're gonna pick up this kill. Now,
A lot of
Kog'Maw
knockups, one right after the other.
Okay. Zach gonna be looking for this fight. He's really smart to take this right now. Cheese Blaze is out of the fight. Kog'Maw doing such a good job though, kiting. And this is it, guys. Late game Kog'Maw. Gonna shred this guy down too. And honestly, Fiesta Father's really playing the map well. CZ Dog just looking to pick up the turret. Just all over the map, you're looking at all three of the players in each lane. Look at this. Syndra gonna pick up the kill on the Kog'Maw.
Awkward spot though.
And now you're looking at their base getting completely destroyed. All turrets down, all inhibs exposed, and this comeback is online 100%.
Baron's the next objective on the map. That is spawned in.
Well, you're wondering what went wrong, and what went wrong was the Baron steal. After the Baron steal, they were able to just come right back into this game. We're going to get a little bit of a lull here. Dragon does spawn in a minute. I'm sure that they're going to wait to fight for that. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Team's just looking for vision here around the Baron. J4's topside kind of alone. Doesn't look like Cloud10 is all that interested in poking their heads in there, though. Fiesta Fathers are making a move towards the dragon. That's going to spawn in about 20-30 seconds or so. They have complete control over this area. Urgot's a little far out, looking for a pick maybe. There we go. Braum gets in, blocks that Horn, and just a mess. Chaos ensues. Wow.
Kog'Maw got dropped in this fight. Also Syndra. The Urgot just shredding through everyone. Conqueror fully stacked going through. Oh, and it looks like this is going to be it.
So much.
Look at this. Cheese Blaze just staying alive the entire fight. The death dance is coming through, and they are going to get routed. 35-second death timers, and they're going to look at the end.
They've got a wave bot. No wave mid. They don't really need it, though, so they're just going to kill the inhib while they wait for the wave to walk in.
Yeah, it looks like Fiesta Fathers are going to take this one, and they're going to go 1-1 here.
Support in mid lane, autoing the Nexus away.
No Baron, no Elder needed for this match.
Very nicely done.
Really good stuff from the Urgot. I mean, it was a team effort. The way that Orianna came back into the game after falling behind. The Kog'Maw, despite getting picked off in all these fights and getting focused, he was doing a lot of damage. Let's see this.
What a team fight there to end that game, though.
Yeah, look at the consistent damage from the Kog'Maw. 32k, Urgot 33k. 33k damage on the Ornn. Oh my gosh, does the most on his team.
Actually outdamaged the Kog'Maw.
Incredible. He was that far ahead. He did have the Thornmail too, and he was going against, the Urgot and the Kog'Maw, but yeah. Crazy stuff. Able to come back and that I do think that Baron that got started up there when it was stolen by Jarvan was a swing.
we have anyone?
Let's get this up. Okay. Can we do like?
You want to
both
get Spanish
teams?
teacher and you want to talk about Bard?
Yeah. Get Spanish teacher in here first, and then we'll take one player from. Okay, Spanish teacher, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up?
Despite losing that last game, you guys were ahead most of it. What happened? How'd that game fall apart?
All right, say it one more time. I had stream audio on.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, what I said was, despite you guys being pretty ahead in that game, that last game, you guys fell apart and you guys couldn't pull it together. What happened?
We really couldn't do anything about the forgot.
The
I
side
think.
lane? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he went for like full on split push mode and just took down both of our side lanes. So then when it got to late game, we just didn't have any answer for him.
Damn. Yeah.
Turned
It
it
was.
around because it's basically what you guys did to them the first game, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not really, because like the first game we were just like ahead the entire game and just like curb stomped. But the second game, like I don't know, like it felt like it was pretty even for a long time, and then we pulled ahead. Whereas the first game, it didn't feel like it was even really at any point in time.
Yeah, I mean, you had winning lanes in both games. Despite this last one with the Urgot beating the Ornn, that was the only lane really where it fell apart. But that, you know, in the first game, or first of all, it's okay. Let's talk about the first game here. So the Bard, and you're a Bard main, correct?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Yeah. So how long have you been playing like tank Bard? Like, is that like a thing that you often do with Deadmans, or?
So I pulled that build straight off of modern day MOBA Fire, which is the LOL subreddit, the summoner, whatever it's fucking called, the Summoner School subreddit,
Yeah,
because
yeah. Okay.
there's a challenger bard main whose name is like Siamlops or something,
Yeah.
and he's been running the Deadmans and the Rapid Fire Rush with the health support item for like a long time and just like taking away games and stuff. So I had like barely touched Bard before that, and I was like, that's pretty neat. That seems fun. So then I just kind of like took copy and pasted that build and played like nothing but Bard all the way to Mastery 7 and just like skyrocketed. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. It seemed pretty good. Like I was really just like watching. I remember just watching the first game. I remember in the pregame lobby, I was talking about. I saw that you were a Bard player, and I'd said that I'd saw something online about Tank Bard and how it's like actually really strong. And there were a few times there where like I would see like the Twitch like would flash on you and like think like, oh, it's just a Bard, like I'm gonna kill you. But you have a dead man's, and he's sitting there doing no damage to you.
Oh yeah, hell no, no. Yeah, like once that build like it's going just a little bit, like once you have like even just one of your two tank items, you can almost pretty much 1v1 their carry, and then once you
Yeah,
just have the full dead mans, like they get pretty overzealous, and then all of a sudden like they like you can one like I kind of yelled at my jungler because I was like, let me just 1v1 this Twitch for stream. So I but he
yeah.
jumped on and stole the kill. But no, I probably could have 1v1'd almost anyone on their team at that point with the rapid fire and the dead mans.
Yeah, but they did adapt and they did notice the issues. So the second game, the Zac came out. What's up with the Zac support? Are you just looking to break it up? I mean, it was both of your picks were working both games early to get your team ahead. So what was the thought with the Zac?
Well, I mean, yeah. That's basically my response because I basically said like, hey, do you guys trust me? And they're like, no, not really. So then I was like, all right, well, I want to play Zac support, and they're like, okay, I don't know about that. And I was like, but I just trust me, like I've been playing it a little bit.
Yeah.
That pick came from a support YouTuber named Nasty who plays a lot of Zac support, and
Okay.
I've been watching him a lot, and I maybe picked that up because I was like, I don't like playing meta shit, so I was like, all right, well let's pick up Zach. And then I started playing it in some ranked, and I was like, this is actually pretty good because, I mean, you're supposed to lead in with your Q, which just sets up the easy E. So then you can easy. So then you can do you get just like the double easy combo off there. So it's pretty nice. And then when they picked like the Braum Kog'Maw, it's like, all right, this should be pretty easy down bot lane. I didn't anticipate our 80 carry not doing a whole hell of a
Yeah,
lot.
they had immobile carries, and you were playing back, and you were really able to CC them, and you definitely got the team ahead early. But um, you guys started the Baron up, and from when it went to the Jarvan Steel, from there it was pretty much downhill, and the outscaling came out from a team comp with Ori and Kog'Maw, and it was unable to.
I just like roaming supports, and like
Yeah, man.
Braum, I really think Zach is like second to Braum when it comes to roaming, because I mean, like, just think like this enemy support is a Zach, and it's just gonna jump like 3 freaking walls to get to me while the jungler is also here. There's just like not much escape in that.
Cool, man. Well, you played great. I had a lot of fun watching you play tonight. It was a treat. Monty, you got anything else to say to Spanish teacher?
I thank you for showing me a second Bard pop off 2 nights in a row. I loved it.
Good stuff, man. Thanks a lot, Spanish teacher.
Yep.
All right, we didn't want to leave without bringing in probably the MVP of Game 2, Cheese Blaze. Welcome.
For sure. 100%.
Yes, hello.
What's up, Cheese Blaze? How you doing, buddy?
Good.
We're gonna call you MVP. I don't know what your team's gonna call you or not. Maybe you don't get a vote snub.
100% MVP. 100%.
Nah, I mean, sure.
Yeah. Well, you just caused so much ruckus in the side lane. They had literally had nothing. There was a few times where your team was getting ace on the map, but you're sitting there getting inhibs. The split
I
pushing just
trust
seemed to
my
work.
jungle to steal Baron. He did good.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
Easy
how you
Dog.
won. Yeah.
That was a
That
lot of very
inhib actually
successful
gave us
steals
so
there.
much like map pressure that it allowed us to start actually making plays.
Yeah, the bot lane inhib, right? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, man, good stuff. I mean, the Urgot worked. I mean, you died quickly. I think it was twice, right, in the early game to the
Yes.
Orange.
Ornn's early game damage, that base damage, brittle, that stuff. I
I
underestimated
believe though,
the
as soon
brittle.
as you got level 6, you did collect that solo kill on top side.
Yes.
Yeah. So at that point,
I like Urgot into immobile teams, which their team was. They can't. Urgot's problem is people run, but when they can't run, they die to the leg.
yeah, the slow is coming through with the frozen mallet.
Yes, the purge DPS when people can't run from it is actually stupid.
I think one of my favorite moments of match that we can all recall was there was a time in the top lane where you're really low and the Vi flashes in on you and you just kind of
Yes,
like
I got
put your
all
W
of my
and then
legs off
flash
on her.
behind and get all
Yes.
the procs of your thing off and just one shot.
It does
so-
it's scaling percent max health damage on each leg, and like as the game progresses, the percent of max health goes up, and at that point it was like 6-ish or 5-ish% max health. So that was like 30% max health that she took just from my passive.
Yeah, she got deleted and I was just really not expecting that. I thought that some damage through on you. And then you actually escaped, or you were gonna escape there. You almost actually escaped, and then the
Ornn's a
came
dirty.
through and sniped.
Ornn's a dirty boy. He's good at Ornn. I gotta give
Yeah.
him that.
Yeah.
He had a couple of really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a fun matchup to watch. Both sides.
Yes. I think
really
our
good stuff.
team fight just ended up being stronger. Once we were able to get everybody gold, our team fight was just a little better.
Yeah, for sure. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
of
AoE
course.
damage that you guys had to play with.
Yeah, you guys went for that scaling style like both games. You guys did lose the early game in both games. Pretty much. I mean, the first game it was a little bit more even.
First game, the thing we really struggled with was we all admitted our vision was poor. We were struggling to keep track of like the Bard. We just didn't have the best vision, and
yeah,
we were getting caught
how
every
much of a
once in while.
problem was their Bard? Was the
Bard was a problem. He was good at Bard, obviously. A lot of good stuns, good ults. Counters Karthus with his ult, blocks Karthus ult. But we were just getting out rotated. We weren't grouping as much as we needed to. We had a very like team fight heavy comp, and I didn't group very much with Ornn. And we just weren't. They were grouping better, and it showed.
Yeah, it looked like you guys were like trying to 2v2 with the Rek'Sai, kill the Alawi. You had done it originally, but as soon as she turned 6, she
Yep.
started to win those fights a
Yep.
little bit more often.
And then I stayed top a little too much because I was like, oh, I'm Ornn. I got to get those levels so I can upgrade my carries items. But I needed to just start grouping earlier. So
Yeah.
that caused us to not have much of a front line during fights. And it caused our bot to fall behind.
Yeah,
So do you guys typically draft 5v5 cops?
Yes, because that's something that we have. We have good communication and we like our team fights. We like to fight a lot.
Okay. And so both of these were kind of typical for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty standard drafts. I mean, you were split pushing a lot on the Aragot. So
Yes,
it really
well,
wasn't.
the reason I was doing that is like the Ornn did scare me. He was big frontline. He had a lot of damage, and I didn't completely trust the fact that we could win 5v5s during that early mid game stage.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get more of a lead on CS, try and pull people away from fights, because then I believed my team could win 4v4s or 3v4s.
Yeah. Well, you played it well, and it all came together at the end, and it was a pop-off performance from you. So good stuff, and congratulations on going 1-1.
Yes, thank you very much.
Any last things, Monty?
I got nothing.
Okay, thanks a lot, man.
Yes, bless the Fiesta.
Bless Fiesta. Okay, guys. Well, that's gonna just about do it for this matchup. Fiesta Fathers versus C10. Went 1-1. Good matches both sides, and that's gonna about do it for tonight.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night.